We continue our working day. The ATO administration spokesperson Andriy Lysenko. The floor is yours. Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues. The events that took place in the east of Ukraine in the ATO zone at Lugansk direction yesterday it was quiet. In Donetsk direction the enemy 18 times was applying heavy weaponry, 82 and 120 millimeter mortars. With that, more than 110 mines were launched at our positions. Also, illegal armed groups from time to time were shelling from armored personnel carriers, and their snipers were working. The three main hot points are Lugansk, Zaitsev, and Avdiivka. As before, the active shellings at our positions are starting in the afternoon, and they get intensified after the sunset. During the last 24 hours, just in the Donetsk direction, there were 38 shellings from illegal armed groups. Yesterday, near Yasinovatsky, the militants did not allow the representatives of OSCE mission to go there. Usually this practice of the enemy means that they are hiding heavy weaponry at the front line. In Mariupolsky direction, the epicenter of military actions was Marinka yesterday. During the evening shellings, in reply to provocations of illegal armed groups, the Ukrainian troops were firing several times at occupants. Also, the militants were violating the ceasefire regime in Krasnogorovka, Novotroitsk, and Chermalik. In Mariupolsky direction, during the last 24 hours, there were 14 shellings made by illegal armed groups. Yesterday, we informed that on Wednesday, on the 23rd of March, near Novotroitsk, there was a clash between the ATO forces and several dozens of militants who arrived in a new Russian Kamaz truck. At that time, the attack was repelled. There were several people killed and dozens of wounded among the militants. 4 servicemen of the armed forces of Ukraine who demonstrated courage in this battle have been already awarded the token, the award by the commander of the brigade. During the last 24 hours, there were no killed, no servicemen killed, and 6 were wounded. According to the information of the main intelligence department of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, the new militants arrived to Kharkiv station. The echelon with the ammunition up to 200 tons arrived to Donetsk. 5 trucks with military assets, tank engines, and accumulators arrived to Donetsk. Yesterday, Russia organized another provocation at the Ukrainian-Russian border in Sumsky region. Our bodyguards saw 2 armored personnel carriers on the territory of Russian checkpoint Krupets, which is against Ukrainian Shaligina. They arrived at the distance of about 50 meters to the line of state border and then turned back and went to their checkpoint. The law enforcers are confiscating the ammunition in the zone of ATO near Starobilsk in Lugansk region. The Security Service of Ukraine discovered the hiding place with 11 grenades and cartridges of 545 millimeters. Near Popasna in Lugansk region, they discovered the anti-personnel mine MON 50 of Russian manufacturing. In Donetsk region, in Marinka, the 6 grenade launchers RPG-22 were confiscated. In Avdiivka, The grenade RGD-5 was confiscated from a local citizen, as well as 60 cartridges for Kalashnikov machine gun. Also, Mariupolsky policemen in Kalminsky district discovered the hiding place with 2 grenades F1 and RGD-5, and also the law enforcers are detaining the members of illegal armed groups. Recently, the Avdiivsky Department of Police servicemen detained one more militant. It was established that in July 2014 he received the camouflage uniform, the machine gun, and he was sent to the checkpoint near Avdiivka. His main task was to check transportation vehicles and persons that were crossing the checkpoint near Avdiivka. One more militant surrendered to the Security Service of Ukraine according to the program you are waited for at home. The citizen of Donetsk region entered one of the bands last year. He believed the promises that every month he will be receiving $360, but very soon understanding that for this money he will have to fight and kill people, he decided to desert from the criminal group, but he was captured and was put to prison. But using the weak discipline of militants and the fact that they are drinking all the time, the man ran away. Via social network, he learned about the program of Security Service of Ukraine. You waited at home and used it today. The Security Service of Ukraine is celebrating their professional holiday. We congratulate our colleagues with this holiday, and we hope that in the future our guys from the Security Service will be continue to execute their professional tasks at a high quality. Thank you, Colonel. Any questions, clarifications? Channel 5. Where the people, where were people wounded? 5 were wounded near Avdiivka and 1 in Novotroitsky. Because of the shellings from different types of weapons. Any other questions? If not, then thank you. The next